to a Kooky corner of YouTube. Now, I always say that you should try something new a few times a year, you know, just to keep your brain cells moving. And I always try something new if I possibly can. Well, this one is a challenge that I have never, ever attempted before, ever. And it is miniature painting. So for the gamers among you, you will know that if you play something like Warhammer, or if you're playing like a tabletop role-playing game, you'll sometimes have miniature figures that you paint or make up so that you can have something to represent what's going on in the game. So this is my challenge. My daughter challenged me to do Painttober. Painttober is a challenge that is set by the company Travelling Man, who she works for, and she said it's great. You get a random figure to paint. You don't know what it's going to be. You're going to get 4 random paints and a random base covering, and out of that you have to paint your character. So I'm going to show you me opening the box. I was in Leeds at the time, and then I finished it off when I've got back here so that you can see how it all goes. So let's have a little look at how it went to start off with. Side, side. Okie dokie. Jancy does it down there. Ooh, we're in. Put that away because I know I'm going to cut myself on that. Right. Painttober challenge! Exclamation mark. Oh. So these are the pieces we've got to glue together, right, Luce?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've got to glue these and then spray it, base spray it. Can you tell what it is, Fred? So this is the rules. Travelling Man, it's time for the Age of Painttober. Rules by our Age of Painttober bundle and paint. The included mini using, and paint the included mini using the 4 paints and basing material provided. Okay, fine, yes. You may also use black and white paints of your choosing. No other paints are allowed, right? Additional basing material and base sprays are also permitted, as is converting your mini. Post your completed mini on social media using hashtags the Age of Painttober. Yeah. Travelling Man Paint Challenge, and tag us on Instagram, Travelling Man UK, or on TikTok, Travelling Man Minis. Videos or still images are both welcome, but must include the paints you were provided with for judging purposes. Okay, we would love to see your whips, so please tag us. No additional points. Prizes, okay, that's fine. We've got the details. So let's have a look at what we got paint-wise. So we've got war paints in alpha blue. We have, deep red. This is an AK paint, is that one?
Yeah.
And autumn sage. So those are our 3 paints of choice.
You've got another one.
Oh, yeah, did not see. Oh, I like this one. Balthazar Gold. Nice. So I've got 4 paints. I see Haribo. This is needed for putting things together. And, cool. I like the colour. So this is going to be the lichen base. So let's lay that out in a nice manner.
I will work out what figure that is for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This is my helping hand.
It looks pretty cool.
My clamp wouldn't work, would it, Lucy?
No.
So that's it for now. I'll show you when we've got the figure together and I'm starting to paint it. So this is one of the pieces that we've got to put together. So Lucy, can you tell me a little bit about how we're going to do this?
Yes, so all of the pieces are pre-cut off the sprue, and what we do is we actually leave bits of the sprue here and here on, so anybody who wants to cut it themselves and file it down, they can. So you just need to make sure that you cut all of them off before you build your model.
Ah, okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do... Maybe I can, yes. As long as I know which bits I'm cutting off and which I'm not cutting off.
Yes, yeah.
This is all new. I like it. It's fun. Thank you very much for explaining. So here I am using the special file to just file down the little remaining bits after you've cut off the bits of sprue. Okay, so I'm back home now at my own desk. It was really lovely spending time and learning about something new to challenge my brain. Some of you may be screaming, you don't need any more, but yes, it's always good to do a challenge. And so I'm up for this. So I've got the paints that I showed you in the box, and I'm also allowed to use black and white in the rules. Now, I haven't got any of the Citadel or whatever miniature paints, but I have got these golden high flow, which I think will do the job if I need to have lighter and darker shades. So I think they are good to go. Fingers crossed. I also got one of the, for if I want to do some more, I bought my old mold line remover, which is a really handy little file for getting into nooks and crannies on the miniatures. And I'm going to get some of the clippers to clip the extra bits of plastic away that are left on pieces, or to cut pieces out if I buy my own miniatures, which it's looking very likely that I might do because I really enjoy it at the moment. I did have these already. Some of them are a little bit larger, but some of them are actually not too bad. These are the miniature painting pro art brushes, which I've got, and hoping that they are going to be good to go. So they look pretty good. And then I got some really cheap ones from Amazon. I think these were like £4.99 or something for 9 brushes. And these are the 000, 000 and zeros. So I think between these brushes, these 2 paints and the ones that I've got in the box, and I don't need that anymore because it's all been done, but that's for a future date. Now I'm thinking about holding the miniature when I'm painting it. It's going to be on its stand, but I thought if I try and attach it somehow to this so that I've got something to grip onto, that might be a thing. So I'm going to try that as well. It's going to be trial and error. This is brand new to me. I have never done this before. Also, somewhere along the line, my daughter for my birthday bought me a little wet palette specifically for like miniatures or acrylic paints really. So I'm going to go and get that and set that up. That will be good to go. Yeah, so this is the Army Painter wet palette. The best way to keep your war paints fresh and ready. Yes. So it's got 2 hydrofoam sheets and 50 hydro sheets that go on top of the hydrofoam. It's also got a place to store brushes. So I'm thinking that's good for that. Let's have a look on the back. Does it tell you any more? Yeah, you've got a brush holder. You've got a tray with an anti-mold agent, which is also good. Hydrofoam sheets, hydro sheets, and a nice little band to keep everything together. This is because it keeps the paint nice and wet, because you know that acrylic can dry really quickly. And I think these are quite quick drying acrylics as well, the ones that you get to do the miniature painting. So this is ideal for keeping them at the right consistency and not setting hard. Yeah, so I'm going to go and set this up, and again we'll be good to go. Just opened it up and I thought you might like to have a little look inside what comes in the box. It's an unboxing. This was from Travelling Man. Also, Travelling Man is just a fantastic place. It's, you go in there and I'm blown away by the amount of stuff they've got in there for role-playing games, tabletop role-playing, board games, Warhammer, the whole lot. So yeah. Anyway, in this box, painting guide. So we get a little painting guide, which is really handy for me as an absolute blooming beginner on how to get started. Your fun has started. Yes, it has. So there's all kinds of things about how to assemble your models and stuff. I've already done that with the help of my daughter and her boyfriend, who did a really good job of dealing with a complete and utter newbie. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. But yeah, and they loaned me some of their, is it the specific plastic glue that you get, which I'm going to get as well because I want to make some more. And the cutters, which I don't have yet, but I will get some of those because they are ideal. I've got plenty of like wire cutters and things, but these are angled and they can get into the precise areas that you need them to get into. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Anyway, this is how to assemble plastic miniatures. So that's very handy also, will be for me when I'm on my own. Let's have a look, see if I can see. Yeah, those precision side cutters are great because they've got like a grippy handle, which is really nice. And as I say, you can use a scalpel, you can use all kinds of like craft knives and stuff to do this, but I'm quite happy to invest in some of these because these will also be handy for other things that I want to do as well. So this is what we're looking here. The stuff, the plastic that's left on the bits, when you pull them out from the outer, which is, I don't know if it shows you, like that. They all come like that and you have to pull them out, take all the sprue off, which is the little bits of plastic that are left when you pull something away. And then you have to file it down, and then you have to base spray it, which has all been done on mine. That looks pretty cool as well, tweezer set. I have got some tweezers. I think the ones I've got will do for that. My pieces are plastic and not resin, so that's good. Yeah, so it's a good bit of advertising for the army painter. Right, we get into the thing. So in here you have got the wet palette, all bits of bump to go with that. I'm looking for something to show me how to put it together. Soak hydrofoam in water, place hydrofoam in tray, add more water if needed, add hydro sheet, wipe out air bubbles, start painting. That seems fairly self-explanatory. I think I can go with that. So that is one of the hydrofoam sheets. That's another one. And those are the sheets that go on top. So we've got those good to go. And then in here is the actual unit itself, which is the army painter. Not sure what that is. Keep hold of it. So you've got a little place for your brushes, which is absolutely ideal. And it's sealed, and then your foam goes in there with your sheet on top and you paint, and you're ready to roll. You've also got like a nice mixing space here as well, if you want to, but I'd probably do that on the palette. And then that comes together with this to keep it all together. Nice little set. Thank you, Lucy. That's a great birthday present, especially now. So just a little reminder of what I got in my box. I had the model of this, which has been now glued together and base sprayed with black, which is quite cool. So we have got the squig, And we've got the little goblin who is riding the squig here. So this is a squig hopper. I'm really liking him. I've seen some great ones with owls that I want to get, but that's going to be further down the line. And Lucy very kindly gave me another one that she's base sprayed up for me to play with when I finish this one. He looks like a character, doesn't he? Oh my gosh. Lucy can tell you exactly what all of these are. I've got one of Lucy's hairs, that's nice. These are all ready for me to paint up in any way I see fit. So that's another practice one that I can have a go on too. Got my rules, so I can use black and white and all the colours that I got. So we've got alpha blue, autumn sage, and we've got this AK one, which is deep red, and this one, which is a citadel one, which is Balthazar gold. Very lovely. So I've got all those to go with, and I've also got something to go on the base, which is this lichen, a fuchsia lichen, which is going to go on the base. So, right, I can't procrastinate any longer. I've got to get on with the job. Okay, let's have a look at my squig boy. I have printed off what they actually look like. So I've got a little bit of a guide, but I can go whatever colours I like apparently. And I can only go with the colours that I've got on black and white. So I can kind of see the bits that are metallic. So we've got this bit, the body part, which is that bit there. We've got some armour there and there. And then we've got the goblin rider, who is armoured, perhaps. Yeah. So I've kind of got an idea where I'm going. I think I'm going to go in with red to start off with. That's the plan. So I'm going to mix myself a red, hopefully one that I can use fairly well. Grab myself some water, hopefully. Yeah, got a water jar there. Let's get that ready. Gonna need that for rinsing my brushes. Got my old rag. Right, do I use these paints or these ones? These look even tinier. These are definitely miniature brushes. I think I'm going to go with one of these big boys here to start with. I can hear everybody who does this screaming now, saying, you don't want to be doing that. Well, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to go with a 0. I like the fact these are nice and chunky to hold on to. Yeah, very nice. Okay, let's get some red on our palette, shall we? I'm not going to put you through the whole process of this. I do apologise. I have shaken these up, by the way. That is a very intense red. Do I want to knock it back a little bit with some blue? Let's have a look. Let's do another shake as well on that one. Always good to shake up your paints. Ooh. Ooh, okay. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just going to go for it. Right. I think I'm okay with holding on to the base for now. So let's see if I can take you in a bit further. Okay, first stroke's going to be made. I'm going to give this a quick stir. I'm going to add that in, see what kind of a colour we get with that. Okay, that did knock it back. It's kind of a maroony colour now. Cool, I like that. I've got too much paint on there now. Oh heck. This is going to take a few coats, I do believe. Oh no, I've got some on his toe. I've already started badly. Could do with some of those goggles. I mean, there is a thing that with acrylic paints, you can go over it, so I'm not going to worry too. I'm not going to worry too much. I'm not going to worry too much. The underneath, boy, is that? Ooh, I'm not sure. Is that armor? Maybe. I'm presuming this bit I can do a paint of. Welcome to the world's worst miniature painting. I'm getting a feel of it. So I'm going to pause you there and I'll come back when I've done a bit more, because you don't want to sit for hours watching me paint this. I think the feeling of this is that I've just got to get a handle on how to do it, and then I think I probably want to make some more of these. But for now, I'm just going to sit and paint it, and I'll bring you back in a bit. And so here is my finished painted figure. It's got the lichen on the base. It used only the 4 paints that I got in the box and a black and white that I was allowed to add in. And as I don't have any of the miniature painting paints, I thought the golden ones would work well for that. So there it is, my first ever miniature figure painted. I am really happy with how it went. I enjoyed all of the process, and I'm probably going to do a few more as well. So I know Lucy's given me another one that she's pre-painted up to try, so I might be having a go at this one soon. Let's move you over, boy. That's this guy. Very nice and very creepy, but I like his wings a lot. So I'm going to be having a go at that in the future. Anyway, this is something completely random. I hope you've enjoyed a little random break from everything else that I usually do. And I'll be back very soon with something not miniature painting, but something else. Bye for now.